I always wanted to come up to the stage to this music. Who recognized it? Yes, what was it? Star Trek, of course. Star Trek, The Next Generation, to be precise. That was one of my favorite TV shows when I was a kid. I watched it all the time when I wasn't watching MTV. Hi, Steve. And one thing that really fascinated me about Star Trek was its use of visionary technology. And and the gadget that might have intrigued me the most was the holodeck. Yeah, who remembers the holodeck? Yeah, lots of you. So the holodeck was a room on the Starship Enterprise where Star Trek personnel could go into and experience photorealistic virtual realities where they could interact with their environment and digital virtual persons. And while this was a very interesting plot device, it also was introduced the concept of virtual reality to a mainstream audience. And it was a virtual reality that you could physically interact with your whole sensory apparatus. And this is a concept that I and others and Audi call mixed reality. Yeah, so a virtual reality that blends into the real world and that you can interact with. And how does this technology relate to other approaches in the context of virtual reality? We had this classification in the talk before, so we go quickly through it. We have, of course, virtual reality, which is about shutting out reality, immersing yourself completely in a usually computer-generated environment. Applications in this area are mainly in the entertainment sector, where I think of computer games or immersive movie experiences. Then we have augmented reality, which is about superimposing digital content on the real world. This is the area where we discuss with our customers the most. So we see applications in the industrial or retail sectors, and think of Pokemon Go, of course, the entertainment sector again. And when we get back to mixed reality solutions, we have solutions that let digital content interact with the real world. Like in this example, this is a screenshot, or you cannot call it a screenshot, but it's an image that shows a person playing a version of Minecraft with the Microsoft Hololens, which is the first device that is available to experience mixed reality applications. And the HoloLens is quite an impressive device of technology that combines a number of in themselves innovative technologies to give you a really immersive experience. And the foremost, it is able to project digital objects into your unobstructed field of view. You don't look through on a screen, you don't look through a camera, you look through the lens and the virtual objects just appear in your line of view. And it also is able to understand your environment. It maps the room you're in, it maps objects that are in the room, and it can have the digital objects interact with these other objects in reality. It also knows where you are in relation to the room and to all the other objects, and this makes this very convincing and immersive. It features a personal surround system, so if you have an object behind you, and you turn around, you will see it. So this just adds to the experience. And also it has gesture, voice, and speech recognition. And one of the most important features of it is that it's a fully autonomous PC. So you don't need a gaming PC and connect these glasses to it. You carry it around with yourself. It runs on battery power for 2 to 3 hours. So quite a long time. And in my opinion, the really best feature of it is the sense of wonder and the big fat smile you get on your face every time you order a beer with it. So just a really good thing. And to give you a brief glimpse on how this might feel, I brought my own personal Borg drone with me. Don't be afraid, he's disconnected from the collective. Just come up. His name is second of 5 iOS developers, but you may call it Michael. Yeah, Michael has a video link he assimilated somewhere in the Delta Quadrant, so I have to set this up quickly. It enables you to see what he sees. So, now he's seeing me. So come on stage, Michael, come on stage. Okay, show these nice people on how you use gestures to control the HoloLens, please.
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't have a microphone, so.
Okay, there's a bit of a lag in the video streaming.
So this is the main menu.
Yeah, so you're now seeing the main menu that you pull up with a bloom gesture. Now please just select an application. Okay, now we have a window. Just place it somewhere on the wall, maybe. There's a bit of a lag, so now it's placed on the wall. Just have a look at these nice people, please. Okay, now look back. Yeah, so the window's still there where you put it. The HoloLens knows every time where you are, and while this seems very simple, this is actually quite hard to do and quite impressive. If you're an engineer, you would just go, wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Michael, please place something on the floor, please. Some kind of hologram, maybe. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, this is a bit small. Could you pull it up a bit, please? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, and now please just duck behind the table if that's possible. So what you're now seeing is that this object is really blocking the line of sight to the virtual object. So the HoloLens knows that there is an object, and it knows how to hide it, which is also very, very impressive, and a round of applause would be, yeah. So, just kick it out. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. I will see you later. Thank you very much. Okay, so a very impressive device, and but it has its limitations. As you've seen some lag in the live streaming, there's still work to do in recognizing the environment. And one of the most obvious limitations is that it kind of alienates you when you talk to other people while wearing it. We more or less look like a bog drone. And it also has a very hefty price tag. I think the current price is around $3,000, so not the day-to-day consumer device. And the applications that we discuss with our customers are therefore in the B2B market. And one of the most common use cases that we discuss is assisted construction and quality assurance, like in this example. I will speed up. I have a bog drone, so yeah. Like in this example where the NASA partnered with Microsoft in the project Sidekick to enable astronauts on ISS to assemble machinery with assistance from the ground and with virtual assembly instructions. So this is HoloLens in space. Yeah. And when you think about 3D printing, when you have 3D printing, you don't need model builders anymore. Yeah, you can just print your prototypes, your product prototypes. When you have the HoloLens, you don't need 3D printing anymore. You can just work with the virtual model, let it interact with the environment. And in this case, with the application called HoloStudio, you just can send it right to the 3D printer. So this technology is disruptive technology. It's pretty impressive in my opinion. And if you think into the future, if you think about what's next, if you combine this technology with other trends that we see, then in my opinion, we will not have an integrated device like the HoloLens in the future that we all wear, but we will have devices that are catered to the individual senses, like hipster glasses like this for the visuals, invisible wireless earbuds that do not make you look like a remote-controlled Apple drone, that that cater to your ears and give you sound, and we might even wear smart clothing that is able to simulate touch. And our smartphones, in my opinion, they will become something like a personal digitalization hub maybe, or some other buzzwordy thing that tie all these devices together and connect us to the world. And so in the future, there might be applications for people walking around with glasses where you have something very basic like a personal navigation system that tells you where to go. You can have your digital interactions blend into the real world, in this case, wear a sword for a shirt. Maybe my Hololens, or whatever the device is called, can blend it into my field of view. Of course, the old Minority Report thing, you can have additional information from the social networks about people you meet in the street. And if you think it one step further, if you are convinced that the world is full of hidden fairies and elves and everything, you can have them, no problem. Let's call these two Siri and Cortana maybe. They can tell you where you can buy stuff and things like that.
I hate to do it once again, but Tobias, this was
I'm
very
finished.
impressive. We're finished!
I'm finished.
Yay, we made it on time!
I'm finished.